Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Denise is trying to sound a little bit less annoying and she'd like to introduce you to a smoking hot romance scammer called Chimney. I'm sorry about the awful joke, it's the best I could do. Oh, and if you do think Denise sounds less annoying, please let me know in the comments below. And if you think she's still annoying, let me know that as well and I'll try a different voice for her. Hello, said Chris. Good morning, said Denise. Morning, honey, he said. How are you? Are you confusing me with someone else? Said Denise. I don't think I know you. Oh, LOL, he said. Maybe, but we can know each other, though. Where are you from, Denise? Okay, she said. But who did you think I am? It sounded as if you thought we were friends. Did you mean to message your girlfriend? Oh, you look like someone I know, he said, improvising quickly. I guess you guys look much alike, LOL. Okay, said Denise. No girlfriend. I'm single, LOL. Where are you from? I live in Guildford, in England, she said. Where do you live? I live in LA, California. I do come to England for vocation, LOL, he said. I'm an orthopaedic surgeon doctor. You? I'm retired, said Denise. I was an accountant. I had my own business with my late husband. Where do you come to in England? I do come to London, he said. I do go to Manchester to watch football match. I'm a Manchester United fan. LOL. That'll be unusual. Ha ha, said Denise. Do you have friends in London? Yes, my cousin lives there. This'll be fun. Where in London? asked Denise. Our man disappeared for a few minutes and came back and said, City of London, in brackets, borough, Smithfield, in brackets, area. And in case you're wondering where that rather random statement came from, here it is, on a website called sidmartinbio.org. If the person that you're talking to online comes up with a strange saying or phrase, always Google it. Put it in quotation marks to force Google to search for the entire saying or phrase. You'll almost always find it somewhere. Smithfield in London, as far as I'm aware, is a very large market. I could be wrong, and there probably are a few residential properties there as well. Okay, said Denise. Why does your cousin live in Smithfield? And why the brackets? Don't know, he said, but must have out by now. What does that mean? asked Denise. The brackets don't mean anything, he said. No, said Denise. What does must have out by now mean? Moved to new place by now, like new city, he said. Oh, said Denise. Does your cousin move around a lot for work? I don't really know, he said. We don't talk often. What you doing? Do you live alone? There you go. 2 scammer questions before he'd even had a chance to breathe between sentences. I was making tea, said Denise. Do you work at a hospital in California? I work with UN government on 4-year contract, he said, in Syria as a military doctor. Can I see your picture? What's Syria like? she asked. Didn't my grandson put my picture on here? Yes, he did. Just a profile picture, LOL, said our man. Just one picture. I don't know what he did, said Denise. I don't understand. He set me up last year when my daughter gave me the iPad. Oh, okay, he said. This only picture you got in your Facebook? And he sent Denise her own photo. Twice. Yes, said Denise. That's me. Why did you do that? I know what I look like. Are you some kind of weirdo? LOL, he said. That how it on Facebook, book, on your profile picture. Yes, said Denise. And your point is? I love your picture. You look beautiful, he said. So you sent me my own picture, twice, so you could tell me I'm beautiful? I guess I should be flattered, she said. LOL, he said. Yeah, you're beautiful. I like you. That's very kind of you, said Denise. How long have you been in Syria? 1 year now, he said. What's Syria like? asked Denise. They do send me to Africa for some project, and for less privilege. It not a place to go, it a war zone, LOL. What does Some they just send me to Africa for some project and for less privilege, mean? Asked Denise. You've broken the rules, so you've had your privileges removed. I mean, the UN government deploy me to Africa for a project too. That's what I mean, he said. I wasn't thinking of going to Syria, said Denise. I was asking what it's like there. Are you telling me that you aren't actually spending 4 years in Syria? You'll spend part of the time in Syria and part of the time in Africa? Yes, he said. Where in Africa? She asked. This is project there. Different places I have been. Ghana, Nigeria, Zambia, South Africa. You've already been? Asked Denise. Did you go there before you went to Syria? And he sent her some photos with German captions of a project in Africa. I can't read German, so I don't know what those say, but I'm sure that one of my commenters will be able to tell us in the comments below, please. I'm in Africa now for all this project, he said. I'm out of Syria for now, till they deploys me back. LOL. Oh, said Denise. So when you told me you're in Syria as a military doctor, you lied. Good start. What else have you lied about? And where is this project? It can't be in Ghana, Nigeria, Zambia and South Africa. So where is it? Where are you really? Don't lie to me. I'm not lying. I'm trying to say I was in Syria before they deploy me to Africa. So I'm currently an African now. Seem you don't understand me. Why will I lie to you? Try and understand me before you talk what you don't know. I don't know why you'd lie, said Denise. You tell me. To refresh your memory, this is what you said. And she showed him the bit where he'd said, I work with UN government on 4-year contract in Syria as a military doctor. Which bit of that does it seem that I don't understand? She asked. And don't be rude, she said, copying and pasting the bit where he'd said, try and understand me before you talk what you don't know. Try and say what you mean, she said, before you talk, and tell me what you don't know. So stop being rude, apologise like a proper man, and tell me where you really are and what you're really doing now. What I'm trying to explain, he tried, is that while working in Syria for 4-year contract, same UN government deploy me to Africa for another project. That's it. Then why on earth didn't you say that instead of being effing rude to me? Said Denise. If that's your bedside manner as a doctor, I don't even want to know you. Sorry about that for misunderstanding me, he said. I should think so, said Denise. If you were my son, I'd give you a smack round the ear holes for being rude. I already said sorry, he said. Not until after I said that, said Denise. Where are you in Africa? Do you want to take a guess, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not rude, he said. I'm a gentleman and a simple man. Ha ha, said Denise. I was about to say that, LOL, he said. Sorry thing. Another apology, please, said Denise, because that clearly isn't true. It's another lie. Stop lying, she said. I'm not lying, he said. It was simply rude, said Denise. So yes, you are lying. And telling me you aren't rude is clearly a lie. Sorry if I use that word on you, he said. OK, she said, but please think about what you're typing in future. I don't like arrogant, rude men. Tell me where you are in Africa. I've heard you, he said. I know I'm not one of them, he said, in reply to her saying, I don't like arrogant, rude men. OK, I hope that's right, said Denise. I'll ask you for the 4th time. Where are you in Africa? I'm in Nigeria, he said, finally getting something right. Phew, said Denise. What are you doing there? Doing some project there, he said. And if the person that you're talking to online can never actually tell you what they're doing, there's a very high chance that you're talking to a scammer. I've done a lot of projects across Africa, he said. This was when I went to Ghana. And he sent her a photo of a minibus stuck in some mud. Bus was stuck, LOL, he said. What you doing now? In Nigeria? Asked Denise. Working as military doctor in Abuja, he said, because they don't have good orthopaedic surgeon doctor. OK, said Denise. Why as a military doctor? I'm an orthopaedic surgeon doctor, he tried. Yes, said Denise. You said that. Which country's military are you a member of? US Army Central, he said. Why are the US Army sending surgeons to Abuja? Asked Denise. Like I said, UN government sent me here to treat injury soldiers as results of Boko Haram in Nigeria till I get a replacement soon. Okay, said Denise. How long have you been there? Some months, he said. You ask a lot of questions, LOL. Mainly because she's trying to have a conversation, mate, and she has to ask everything several times, and you won't tell her anything unless she asks. Or as Denise put it, I'm trying to have a conversation. Okay, I won't ask any more questions, but I won't answer any either. You can ask, he said. Oh, why? If you don't like being asked questions, then neither do I, said Denise. So you'll have to think of a different way to have a conversation. Good luck. I never said you shouldn't ask any questions, he said. Are you single or married? That's a question, said Denise. Try again. If you don't want me to chat with you, tell me, he said. You were the one that said you didn't like being asked questions, not me, said Denise. At least you complained about being asked questions. I never said so. I just said you ask a lot of questions. So, said Denise, let's have a proper conversation. Tell me how long you've been a doctor, why you became a doctor, where you've worked. You know, tell me about your career. Yes, you complained about being asked questions. So if you don't like being asked questions, neither do I. So you're going to have to think ever so hard about how to have a proper conversation. Maybe, just maybe, if you tell me about yourself, your career, etc., I might tell you the same things. There's only one way to find out. Ask me what you want to know, he said. Please read what I said above, replied Denise. I'm going to make some coffee while you do that. I'm a doctor for 26 years now, he said. It's my passion to become a doctor while I was growing up. I have worked in Arkansas Hospital before I moved to California. I've always lived in Guildford, said Denise when she came back. I met my Albie when I was 18. I always loved maths at school, so I trained as an accountant at the old Guildford Tech, then did my accountancy exams after we were married. I'm off to bed now, she said, a couple of minutes later. I'll see if you're here tomorrow morning. I usually get the 10:30 bus into town on Friday mornings. Oh, OK, he said, followed by, hope you've eaten. Denise ignored him for most of Friday, until the evening, when she said, Good evening. How was your day, he asked. It was busy in town this morning, said Denise. It's been a lovely afternoon, so I went for a walk on the downs. Have you been busy? Was great, been busy, but thank God for a wonderful day, he said. What have you been doing? Asked Denise. Work, he said, treating some patient. And at that point, their relationship took a total nosedive. That doesn't tell me very much, said Denise. What patients? And what are you treating them for? To which our man replied, I'm an orthopaedic surgeon doctor. Yes, said Denise, I know that. I was an accountant, but I always knew what I did when I was at work. So let's try again, shall we? What patients were you treating, and what were you treating them for? Fixing their bone fractures of my patients, he said. Getting closer, said Denise. Which bones? How many patients? Did you have to operate? Diagnose and treat conditions that affect their bones, muscles, and joints, he said. To which Denise replied, I know you're in Nigeria, but you don't have to act like a brainless Nigerian scammer. At least talk like a proper doctor. What on earth does treat conditions that affect their bones, muscles, and joints mean? Tell me who you treated and what you treated them for. Our brainless Nigerian scammer, our orthopaedic surgeon doctor, was, unsurprisingly, deeply offended. Mind the way you talk to me, he said. Mind the way you talk, said Denise. If you're a proper doctor, I expect a proper intellectual conversation from you. If you really are a brainless Nigerian scammer, then go away. And if you are a proper doctor, I hope A, that your bedside manner is a lot better than the way you talk to me, and B, that you will apologise properly, like a man. And then you can tell me who you treated and what you treated them for, properly, in proper medical terms, like a proper doctor. I'm not in a good mood right now, he said. We talk some other time. Thank you. And so, and man disappeared into the ether. I hope you enjoyed this silly tale. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, please give it a thumbs up, please comment down below, please share it with your friends, and I'll see you again in another video.